Welcome, everyone. Adam the Woo here.
Robbie Retro.
Look at this. Look at this. There went the monorail at the airport over there.
Yeah. We didn't ride that.
We, myself and Robbie, are going to the road to Astoria today.
Ooh.
Out of Seattle.
Yes.
I'm wearing an appropriate t-shirt. It's a little bit later. We're going to go by Stephanie's house from Short Circuit. You've never been to Astoria.
No, first time.
Do a few things. See where the day leads. It's a 3-hour, 4-hour commute down there. We're going to see some beautiful scenery.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
You a coffee guy?
You know, I could go for a piping hot coffee.
Hot?
Sure. For you.
Look at this. We have...
I mean, we are in Seattle.
Well, we thought about going up north of here. So we're a little bit south of Seattle by the airport. We were going to drive the 40 and almost an hour up into Seattle with traffic, but then that would deter our trip down to Astoria. So we could probably there's probably Starbucks here though.
I'm sure.
Yeah, even
the land of Starbucks.
It's a long intro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not quite awake yet. I slept 4 hours last night. We got into the hotel, went to sleep around 1:30, got up at 5:30 a.m.
We had a blast, actually. A lot of behind-the-scenes laughs. Here, a beautiful morning, mountain fresh air. We don't get this back home in Winter Haven, Florida, or Central Florida.
I live in Celebration. You're in Winter Haven.
We don't get this is outdoor AC.
This is really a long intro. We should get going. Look at this. All right, I'll see you later. All right, you taking off? Join me, shall you? It's 8:47 right now, 8:47 a.m. So just shy of noon in Central Florida. 3-hour time difference. It's 55 degrees here on the 4th of June.
It's June 4th and it's 55 degrees.
Well, in Astoria it's 55, but I think it's about this. I'll look up Seattle too. I should probably look up Seattle also. But we're making the commuting. June the 4th. It's 55 degrees. Celebration right now, it's 81 and rainy. So it's not scorchingly hot, but considerable difference.
81 is not
26 degrees hotter.
81's a fall day back home.
All right, let's roll. This is a really nice hotel here. Has a very lodgy.
Yeah, Wilderness Lodge vibe.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
This is a DoubleTree.
Yes.
DoubleTree by Hilton. We weren't here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. We'll leave at Seattle and headed to better times. Astoria. Oh, look over here. There's a whale on that one. I think one of those whales' name is Willie.
I think so. That's Free Willy too.
Yeah. Free Willy in Astoria. I got to ask you a question, though. Do you think the backwards hat looks good on me?
You know, I love the backwards hat look.
Do you?
Oh yeah, because you know it's from over the top. You know, just like Lincoln Hawks. Lincoln Hawks.
Well,
wears his hat backwards.
Will Hurley calls them Hawks and Hawk.
It's
Nose hurt. Oh, he says nose hurt Hawks.
It's Lincoln Hawks.
Sometimes it's Hawk.
Yeah.
They call them two different things.
It's Hawk hauling.
So if it's good enough for Lincoln, it's good enough for me, right?
Absolutely, it looks good.
I think Abe Lincoln ever wore his hat backwards. I gotta say, Robbie also has his appropriate Short Circuit. What year did Short Circuit come out?
86.
Trivia time.
86.
About how much did it make at the box office?
It did okay. I think it did well. I'd say 50 mil, but I'll double check that number.
Okay.
We'll double check.
You're like a mastermind of 80s trivia.
Yes, and I love Short Circuit. Steve Guttenberg,
Ali Sheedy.
Ali Sheedy.
What production company put it? What studio?
TriStar.
Yes, nailed it. Should be an unwritten rule about not filming my face before coffee, but I did it anyway. It's all part of the experience. I am not fully awake yet. So we can do Seattle's best coffee, or we can do Starbucks. Those are the two big ones. I mean, there's others. There's plenty of others, but do you have a preference?
I don't, man.
All right, we'll see. Whatever we see first. Yeah, look at that! Look at that tree right there.
So pretty.
And these beautiful flowers. Oh, there's a bee right there. There's a real beehive of activity down in there. Look, there was a bee came out right there. Look. That's oh! Whoa! My DoubleTree.
You were good to us.
Yep. There's more than 2 trees, though. There's like a dozen trees.
A lot of colors. More than we're used to seeing back home.
Classic van alert. Look at that bad boy.
Good eyes. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we ended up stopping off at Starbucks right over here. Continuing on. We stopped off at a kind of cool little Bigfoot. It's adopted Bigfoot there.
We're at the GC's truck stop.
GC's. We're heading down the 5 freeway, same freeway that runs through LA.
Yeah. Where Bigfoot doesn't believe in you either. Look at this.
Oh, that's that?
Look at that.
I like this. We are in Harry and the Hendersons territory. Whoa. You're mooning me. That's awesome.
Good stuff.
That's great. Oh, look at this. Little bottle opener.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, Bigfoot Boutique. That's cute.
That's great.
That's a scary Bigfoot.
Yeah. GC's truck stop, Bigfoot Country.
We're pretty close to Mount St. Helens also. We don't want to let the sun set on our memories. Capture them with some postcards. That is pretty good. Grab some postcards? Bigfoot blend coffee here. I also have Bigfoot subs. Look over there, Bigfoot subs they serve over there. Need a mug made out of a tusk?
I guess so.
Or a deer antler?
I guess so.
I like this. It's Elvis skull right here.
Yeah. Bovine horn?
A cow horn or a bull horn. Look at that thing.
Yeah, sheesh.
It's like some Army of Darkness right there.
Yeah, it does.
Look at this.
Red skull.
The best give a penny, take a penny tray I've ever seen right here.
I always put off changing the toes. $29.23.
Pulled over on the side of the road here, still continuing onward to Astoria. Still in Washington, but soon we'll be in Oregon. This is Longview, Washington. May have heard of a little song by a band called Green Day off of Dookie 94, the smash hit named after this town. True story. Even though the song does not mention the word Longview in it, this inspired them for their boredom of playing a show here and just spending the day being bored in Longview, Washington. And that was the inspiration for the song. Yeah, you were saying the so much rain here that there's a lot of grass.
It's very green here today. It's a green day.
Well done, well done. All right, near center of town in Longview, just above where I parked the rental car, is a thing called Nutty Narrows Bridge. There's a bridge that goes between the trees. There's a sign right there. It's kind of hard to read because it's way up there. But it's a bridge made for squirrels because there's so many squirrels in these trees that go across that they have built a bridge for the squirrels to go across the tree. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Nutty Narrows Bridge. Kind of see it a little better from this angle. Right there, look at that. Longview, Washington, March 19th, 1963, I think is what it says, was when they constructed Nutty Narrows Bridge. I believe that says 1963 right there for Nutty Narrows. Those are fun words to say.
Creation of new territory, which portion ultimately became the state of Washington.
Oh.
Right here. The Monticello.
Interesting. So originally it was Oregon Territory in 48, and then Washington Territory came to fruition in 53, 5 years later. Interesting.
Washington, Oregon, Iowa.
1852, the signers of the Monticello Convention. Well, C.S. Hathaway and A.F. Scott, and J.R. Jackson and J.N. Lowe. I like how there's just so many initials there. L.H. Davis, A.A. Denny.
Yeah.
And who could forget H.C. Wilson, remember? Remember H.C.? You know. Look at this. You think that's a descendant of H.C.? There's a crazy guy, that H.C. Ooh, that's a big squirrel. Ooh, there's a couple of them. Look. Holy cow. Look.
We're looking for the bridge.
And if you go over here, there's a carving to the squirrels. Chainsaw carving.
Squirrels are real big around here.
This is a really big squirrel.
Squirrels are real big around here.
This is to the memory of Amos J. Peters, passed away at 84, creative builder, developed and donated to the city the world's only bridge for the squirrels in 63. His love for family and community inspired all that knew him. And the chainsaw carving here of this squirrel. Carved by Tom Kell in 2001. It's maintained by the Longview Sandbaggers. Wonder if Billy Joe and Mike Dirt are part of the Longview Sandbaggers.
Yeah, you wonder.
I'm gonna say yes.
Maybe.
This is the Long Bell Company. Oh my gosh, that guy startled me. He's wearing the Santa cap. I thought there was someone watching us. He's ready for the holidays.
Pee Wee Herman?
Might be.
See the bow tie?
The boomerang bow tie. It's a nice little stop off on the way to Astoria. The road to Astoria. I might title this video "The Road to Astoria."
Yeah.
Or maybe I won't.
Yeah. I think we should go. I'm getting kind of squirrely.
These guys look awesome. Look at this guy just chilling here, putting out the vibe in between the two trees. R.A. Long, timber tracks and a town. He was the lumber baron. Right there. Beautiful. Look at this. There's a lot of bees around that thing. I can see them from here.
Oh, that is awesome.
This is a historic moment. We're going over the Lewis and Clark Bridge. Very famous bridge.
And you're with the Lewis and Clark ancestor.
You are an ancestor
Yes, to Clark.
of Clark.
Yep. William Clark. Lewis and Clark Bridge. We're out here. West Coast.
Love all these big metal bridges. This is awesome.
Yeah. This feels like First Blood a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, it's Pacific Northwest. It's still the same general area. Hope, Canada is only a couple, 2 or 3 hours from here. It's all the same general area.
Where you were a few months ago.
Yeah. It has the First Blood vibes.
Hey, entering Oregon.
Oh, look at this. We're now no longer in Washington. We're in Oregon territory. A lot of logs up here. There went some right there. We just crossed that. We were in Washington. Now we're not. That's the bridge we crossed. That's the Lewis and Clark Bridge right there. Tugboat pushing a barge across it. This is where it gets really scenic for the next 50, 60 miles till we get over to Astoria.
Standing in Oregon, looking at Washington. Lewis and Clark Bridge.
All right, have arrived at our destination, Astoria, Oregon. Looking for some sea lions. I heard over here next to this hotel, there's some sea lions. I don't hear any though. Usually you can hear them. I've seen sea lions in La Jolla Beach, California, and also up in San Francisco at the pier. And you can usually hear them. I'm not hearing any. Oh, I hear them. You hear them? I hear them. There's also a railroad track here. I don't know if this railroad track's used. The iconic Astoria Bridge right over there. Love it here. Bowline Hotel. Love watching sea lions snuggle, swim, and serenade us with the rest of the birds, fish, and other wildlife. Not hearing any though. Maybe it's not the time of the year the sea lions are out. There's also another pier down there that I heard the sea lions can be seen at, so maybe we'll cruise over there. The boat's out on the river here. Loving the weather here. Nice and brisk. Not really cool enough yet to throw a hoodie on or anything, but I did bring one or two with me just in case. I'm loving this weather. Astoria was founded in 1881. Get this sailing ship here. Going over to Pier 39. See if we can find some sea lions. And then we're going to go to the short circuit house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you've added a hat.
I have.
You've added the hat. Number 5 is alive.
This is the stomping grounds of Johnny Five.
I know.
And Ali Sheedy.
Yep. Gutenberg.
Steve Gutenberg.
Fisher Stevens.
Stevens.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see Ali Sheedy's.
Ali Sheedy, Stephanie's house.
Stephanie, where?
No
input.
No disassemble. I'm wearing an appropriate t-shirt. No disassemble. I don't sound anything like Johnny Five.
Johnny.
Now this is something. You can drive across this wooden bridge. First I thought, I can hear him. I can hear him. Oh, wow. Holy cow. This is sketch.
No.
This thing is something. Pier 39, Astoria. Yeah, I hear them. I think they're way over there. Man, even just walking on these things, they're like bumping. Look at that. Look at that. We drove over that.
Maybe I'll walk back.
There's an active phone booth here. Well, an inactive phone booth. There's no phone in there, but you're not allowed to park in here, but you can drive through here as well. This little section through here. Signatures people have written on the look all the way back to 08. 1973. Wow, people have been writing their on the walls here. 71, 72.
Let's look for 84 and 85.
Well, I wonder if the signatures were really written then, or if they just, I don't know. You think that signature was written back 77 to 78, or maybe were these employees that worked here from a certain time?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe so.
Because why would somebody put a date range? They would put the date.
Right.
Oh, wow. Look at this. There's like a little
It's a museum.
maritime museum here. This is great. These old boats. This is neat. Looks to be old P.O. boxes. Oh, here's the Pier Love Locks. Right there. Can hear him barking. Don't see him though. Must be way over there.
Kind of like on the end around the other side.
Okay, this sheds a little more information. Cannery workers only may sign the wall. No graffiti, please. Cannery workers signed when they worked here. Like Tim up there, 75 to 76. 81 to 82. Shrimp picker, 1976. I was not expecting to be driving over this thing.
Almost there. We made it.
Then we got the train tracks here. Formerly active train tracks. All right, have arrived up the hill now to the corner of Hume and West Duane Street. Filming location of Short Circuit. In fact, this is where Johnny Five is dismantling Stephanie's former boyfriend's car. And I stayed here a couple years ago. But when I stayed here, didn't get to meet the owner today. I'm gonna meet up with him at the house from Short Circuit, Stephanie's house. Filmed a lot of scenes here.
Is that a real deer?
Oh my gosh, is it? It's a real deer. Stephanie's house. Holy cow. There's a deer in your yard.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, I'm Rob.
Nice to meet you, man.
Oh my gosh, you have deer in the yard.
Yeah, dude. Weekend, and you got me a skateboard too.
Yeah, I know, that caught my eye.
What? How do I not have this?
It's worth it.
How do I not have the Short
Gotta get
Circuit
it.
sticker album? I didn't even know it existed till now.
How often do people stay here? I know I stayed here a couple
Just
years
about
ago.
every night these days. So
Really?
yeah, it's going well.
And your book is still on Airbnb?
Yeah.
All right.
Sheesh.
Robbie's got to stay here one day.
Yeah. Tonight.
That's hilarious.
So there's one scene in the movie where you can see the inside of this when the doors open and you can see the stairs and all that, but the interiors weren't filmed in the movie. But whole outside was on the
Amazing
porch.
stuff in here.
Look at
There's
this.
some serious details in here. What?
Right? This is the mother load.
Some of this I have.
Some of this you have?
Some of this I have. Whoa, Short Circuit sunglasses? I have.
You've added so much since I've been
Oh
here.
yeah, I got some good stuff.
I have the 45. Who's Johnny? We were just playing that on the way here.
Classic.
We weren't playing the 45, we were playing a song through Apple Music.
Okay, I got the
We need to get
VHS.
we need to get you a full size. We
This
need
is
to get
the-
someone
I need
to build you
another
a
one.
full size one.
Yeah.
This is the one I think when I was staying here you had, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe this one.
No, I tell you, that's the screen used Adam LaWoo, Johnny Five there.
Did I have it in my video?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, I remember when I checked in, it was all toppled over, and you're
It
like,
fell apart.
"Sorry,
I left you a note.
Yeah, I think.
I felt so
And,
bad.
thanks
I'm
for
like,
the
this
tip,
guy's gonna
too.
hate me.
No, thanks for the tip. That was very generous. California's highway safety put out a thing about safety prevention for stolen vehicles.
There's a garbage pail kid,
Super
Johnny
hard to
Five.
find.
Yeah, I've never seen
Oh, these were those
Did
little
it find
cars
you,
there.
or did you go on the hunt for that?
Look at Sammy here.
But the Mike, who's going to be
I have
like
that.
Johnny5.com for years, he actually the only dude I know.
These look
that-
familiar up here.
That's the one you got in your hat.
Yeah, isn't that cool? That's an unused promo pack. It's still taped to the.
What's the Princess Diana?
Oh, so.
Was she at the premiere or something?
Oh yeah, I see the tickets.
So there's a whole booklet, but this is.
Whoa, you know what's crazy?
It's for her charity. They were in attendance for that show.
When I went to London, I stayed in Leicester Square recently.
Oh, nice.
And they also did the premiere of Back to the Future Part 2 in Leicester Square, probably in the same theater. And Princess Diana went to that too.
Are these
Yeah,
cards?
that'd be really hard to find another one of those.
Commodore 64 game there.
See you in the chat room. I'll be there.
At the Blu-ray?
I have that. I think I showed that to you.
Yeah,
Short
these
circuits,
cans are from a Canadian brewery. Sent me those.
Oh, you had that one graded, the VHS?
Yeah, I bought it graded, but it's only like $100. So.
PSO.
Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Yeah. Saw your Back to the Future tattoo.
Yeah, it's my favorite movie.
That's like the.
Built a few
is
of
that
those
like
cars.
that concept poster? kind of?
Rich, just you have that bridge every day. You just walk outside and see it. And this is new since I was here. This is exactly like it was in the movie, the spiral staircase. Here's the deer right there. Now this is great. Having a cup of Joe here in the short circuit house. Right up there. There's Johnny 5 right on the balcony. This brings back memories. I think it's been like 2.5 years I stay here. This is great on the fridge here. It's just like peeking out right there.
Oh yeah, dude. That might have been on the wall when you were here, but.
There was a brawny tie-in to Short Circuit.
Is that the script?
The
shorts.
It's a robot report.
Okay.
It's the schematics.
Look at these freaking prints, dude.
Wow.
That does cool.
That's from part 2.
Yeah, these are.
Is this the script from part 1?
Yeah, that's the script from part 1.
May 85? Is that what this says?
Yeah, and this cover is red, by the way, in case you thought that was blue. It says right there.
Yeah.
And free poster with your or Ida purchase. I think you have this poster
Oh,
out
look
there in
at-
the case.
Oh, there it is.
Adam Lou.
So I stayed here
Yeah.
on February 9th of 23.
That's probably worth money.
That's cool. Yeah, you got to sign another one.
I'm not staying here this time, though.
That's okay.
I can sign it. I can sign it next to the old
Well,
one.
here.
Right there?
Yeah, it's right up there.
Or it's
Some old
in Warrington,
articles
across
here.
the bridge, but just like 3 miles that way.
Okay, free.
Yeah, Mark.
This is awesome.
The Johnny Fives.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
the original scrapbook that those people right there on the bottom left put together. They own the house.
These are the
Right here.
owners. Those are the
Wow.
owners.
That is amazing.
Can you imagine having the house during the filming?
But it wasn't anything then, right? It was just a house. Like it wasn't iconic.
Yeah, they didn't care about that stuff.
Was it this color, or did they paint it this color for the movie?
It was this.
Here it is
color.
white.
Yeah, so after, before, when they wrapped up filming, that was in the agreement that they
Paint it
changed
white.
to paint it white, yeah.
So, but when the filmmakers were driving by, this
cool,
was
man.
the
These are-
color it was.
this is
Now
gold.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
then they like,
Wow.
it was really bad, and then I believe they featherized it still, but they used
Oh, there's
the color.
their animals.
Yeah.
So was it? It was still. I know you painted it back to this color. Was it still white when you? bought the
That
house?
is so
It was
cool.
like tan beige, it was just like.
There's a picture full of Johnny
Full
Fives.
screen trim with like.
No, I haven't
The
seen that yet.
yard Showing pictures. I just.
Oh, there's the boat. The flower garden boat. There's the original.
Like hunter green.
Hey, look at this. There's all the Johnny Fives right here in the yard.
It was supposed to be Jeff.
I just love this so much. So neat when someone will take a house from a movie, make it look like it did in the film, and preserve it for people to visit and or stay at. And that deer is still over there.
Oh, sorry. I just walked by the window. I thought he was going to come up the stairs and just hopped on over there.
Hey. That's amazing. Just
socialized animal, let alone deer.
Like a staring contest.
Why come up here? Nature.
Man, that is so cool. Where it falls down next to the thing there. So there's a trail here. Look at that. A little hidden trail back here.
Cannery worker barracks and stuff.
Ah,
Here.
all these stairs.
But, yeah, 90. Counted them.
Oh, there's 90 steps
Yeah.
leading down. These are definitely very well hidden back here. I would have never known these were back here.
The bushes were so grown up, I didn't even find the gate for a few months. So I left it up.
We're here at Deals Only.
No.
Next to Deals Only is a place we've heard good things about, Video Horizons.
Yeah. Get me there. Thank you. Sorry, it's an emergency.
They have records, tapes, CDs, and stuff.
Sorry.
It's very close to the sign.
Like,
Can't
look
wait.
at that. Dudley Moore, Kirk Cameron, like father, like son.
I know. I love that movie.
Thompson Robertsons.
Throw Mama from the Train. We were just talking about that. Oh.
Robert Dobby's and Cops and Robbers.
Ordinary People Laserdisc.
Like father, like son, and vice versa. I always got it.
Oh, I love Vice Versa.
Same here.
Fred Savage
Same
and
here. Yes, Judge
what's his-
Reinhold.
Reinhold, yeah. It's a physical media paradise.
How do you know? Fleischman on the place.
Look at this. This is all DVDs.
So I've got some original figures in the pack.
Wow. This is all DVDs and new VHS. This is incredible. This place actually, look at this, the Warner Brothers story.
Yeah.
Looks like they actually rent these too. Yeah, they're actually rentals.
No way.
Yeah, they're video rentals. Right? Includes free microwave popcorn.
That's amazing. And you don't need to rewind anymore, which is nice.
This just won the Academy Award. Sean Baker's new movie. For $2 for $1? $2 for $1 VHS?
Yep.
That's a good $2 for $1 VHS.
I'm over here, VHS.
There's Doc Hollywood right here. Filmed in Florida. There's tons of boxes of VHS over here. Look at all these. Holy cow. Look at it. Quigley Down Under right there. Tom Selleck, Quigley Down Under. I remember that movie. Pure Country, George Strait right there as well. Oh, tons of VHS. Digital laser disc here, right over through here as well. English Patient, Fantastic Voyage, The Field, First Wives Club. Gary, check this out. Gone with the Wind on Laserdisc, 2-disc Laserdisc. This classic, Ghost Dad. Filmed on Bushnell, where Back to the Future was filmed.
1990. So
Yeah,
it could
same.
Be, it could be the 35th anniversary.
Filmed on Bushnell Ave in South Pasadena. Yeah, you get all the, the cassette tapes here. What are you gonna get? Gonna get Young
Can't
Guns?
go wrong with this.
You brought your Walkman too, so there
Yes,
you
we
go.
can play it.
Yeah. Can
Play in the room.
borrow your
or
headphones?
play.
I don't think I've seen a wall.
But the Phil Collins Face Value album right there. Roy Orbison.
Look,
I gotta see your list. What else you looking for?
Yeah.
Deep cuts.
Sure. Looking for Kids in the Hall Brain Candy on VHS.
Almost positive I had that.
Yeah.
There's a few rare ones back here.
Kids in the Hall. Anybody?
Look at this. Short Circuit played at the Liberty Theater back in June 2023 right there. Look at this. Short Circuit was played on the big screen over here.
Oh yeah, they had a.
That's pretty.
Oh wow. Hey, you're gonna miss it.
Do you have any more
Yes,
of
the guy did that.
the one right there? Do you have that in that storage? I'll buy those.
It's amazing how much they have in here. They also do rentals. They sell things, but they also have an entire rental wall over here underneath where Maryland is like blowing the bubble over here. These are all video rentals, and they also do sell. Look at this. They have a few copies of The Joker just for DVD rental, for VHS rental, not VHS, but DVD rental, for Blu-ray rental, and they do sell old copies of VHSs. Check this out. Wet Hot American Summer on VHS. This is pretty rare to find this on VHS. This is a hilarious. I stopped over in a bookstore, the Oregon Coast. Check it out. Here's a past and present of Astoria right over here. Some classic Image of America books over through here as well. Times bestseller, Final Girl Support Group right over there. This is a great bookstore. It's a very artistic town. There's lots of books, memorabilia, a lot of artists, a lot of stores with local artwork, things like that. Very creative. That's the word I'm looking for. Create. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Hitchcock. Godfather's Books and Espresso Bar. Yeah, if you like to see a book you like in here, make them an offer they can't refuse. So yeah, it's a bad joke. Get this. There's a no disassemble Short Circuit flag right here. What's the name of this place?
Gizmos Arcade.
Gizmos Arcade. We're going into Gizmos.
Speaking of Gizmos.
Gizmos Arcade right here.
You're gonna find something. I'm feeling this place.
Yeah, you got the Atari, you got the Schoolhouse Rock right here, retro shirt for $20. Oh, look at that.
I love it.
Dark Crystal, horrifying movie. Horrifying Jim Henson movie. Oh, we're just looking around.
Sounds like a play.
Masters of the Universe, Battle. Oh, look up here, it's Johnny Five. Right there.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Five right here. It's another little one.
There you go. Now that's an authentic Gizmo. I wonder, is that a Furby Gizmo? Looks like.
No, that's not a Furby. It's Furby-esque.
Fake Furby.
Fake Furby.
Huh. Phoebe.
Phoebe. A Phoebe. This, it really is a retro arcade. Look at this. They have pinball machines. They have all kind of stuff through here. They have Rush 2049. They got Gauntlet Legends over here. Space Invaders right up top. NBA Jam, Can't Buy a Bucket. Nintendo Play Choice. Rampage. Big Buck World. There's a great Slimer right there. That is an amazing looking Slimer up there in the top. You got the stop sign here. You got the Gremlins over here. Take a look at these. Nice. This is the Australian version? Yeah. Right there. New comedy from the director of War Games. Life is not a malfunction. Over here in the arcade. There is so much retro stuff through here. Right, look at that. Gizmos right there. Rainbow Bright. Fish tacos, fish and chips, South Bay Wild Restaurant. Woo! The Fish House. However, no parties over 6. Sorry.
Oh.
No parties. Is it over? Wait, it's on the second level over here. Got the table. Got the whole crew over here. Got some sweet little clam chowder here. Some crackers, clam chowder, and then I also got some shrimp tacos showing up after this. All right, I gotta say, South Bay Wild, the fish tacos they had were honestly probably some of the best fish tacos I've ever had in my entire life. That was the seasoning they put on it was absolutely amazing. I mean, the fish tacos, I thought they were really good at the Fish House at South Bay Wild here in Astoria, Oregon. Yeah, fresh fish from the river, probably 100 yards from here. Right down there, I would imagine where the fish comes from. And I cannot say enough about how good those were. There are now 4 deer in the Short Circuit House yard. There's one here. There's one here. There's one over here, one there, and then the other one's sitting in the same spot as it was before on the side of the house. There's 4 deer now. They're multiplying. This one hasn't moved in hours.
She was eating some flowers earlier, but I think that's like her little bed.
To me, it's so cool that you have a space where they feel like.
Starting to get a little hazy. It's dusk now, so the sun will be setting very soon. Temperature's dropping considerably. Can definitely probably use a jacket now, but still enjoying the coolness. Just hanging out here. The Screen Used Short Circuit House. With deer down here. We're at the Short Circuit House, and there's deer directly below us. Like, what is happening right now?
Welcome to the Short Circuit Reserve.
Hi guys.
Wasn't there a deer in Short Circuit? I was gonna say, and they're just letting her feed. They're like, we're just gonna walk right beside her.
Wow, they're so pretty.
Yes, definitely.
Fair enough.
Huge boat.
It was Dr. Mort over there earlier.
Look at that thing.
Wow. And just hearing it.
Look at that. That is huge.
There's a bunch of like ships, I guess, by Navy ships from World War II earlier. Pirate ships, yeah. There's
Massive.
Ships are downtown for the festival.
Yeah, those are the ones who's like Coast Guard ones.
Yeah.
They're
They were being
and then
escorted.
I guess it's like grandfather into it. It's like
Right.
a familial thing. Which
Look
is
at
cool.
the
If you
size
guys
of
go
that
down to
boat.
Silver, the Barbados park right next to the coffee shop.
Yeah,
So you
that's
can
Look
see
at that
when
thing.
we
It's
were-
massive.
what we were
Yeah.
watching.
Then you can see him take off. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty.
I mean, if that thing veered off and hit the base of the bridge, the whole bridge would collapse.
Well, that's what happened
You
in
know what happened
Baltimore
to
last year.
Oh,
Yeah, 2
yes.
years ago,
Yeah.
yeah. The Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Francis, that's right.
Yeah, the whole it was this type of bridge. It was
Francis Scott
literally this
Key,
thing,
who
and
wrote
then
the.
Oh, so
Star
it just
Spangled
it
Banner
buckled the
buried
whole
at the
thing.
bottom, and the whole thing dropped into the water. Luckily, they had just shut the bridge, so while there were fatalities, they were the workers.
That was
not-
Philadelphia?
Baltimore.
Baltimore, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Just outside of Annapolis.
Yep.
That is a massive boat.
But and it was one of those pilots. Like he was qualified to do it, and the ship lost power or something.
Especially the cruise ships when they go under, it's surreal. And then to be on top of it, it's like, this is really cool.
And the tide makes a difference too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's cool because in the morning you can see all the sandbars out there, and they used to bring fish. Or they used to go fishing with horses out to the sandbar. They used to take horses out on ships to the sandbar. And
Earlier today, you could see it.
it was
exposed.
yeah.
A little time has passed. Nightfall has now reared its head. Looking across the bridge, moderately illuminated there. What a great view from this porch. Yeah, in the movie, the dog's up here, jumps off. What a great house.